Hi folks, this is CU speaking again. Today a couple of words about buses and synchronism. In computers and industrial equipment, there are a lot of highways where the information is traveling one way or another, either between components or between different devices. But we don't call them highways in this computing and industrial equipment. We call them buses. I know it may be a bit confusing, but more you work with them, more comfortable you become with. Why are they calling them buses? Because the bus is not actually similar to what's traveling on the road. The bus in equipment means actually binary unit system. So this is equivalent to a highway in the real life. So like in computers, if you want to classify the buses, the communications systems, you can say, for instance, if you classify them depending on the distance from the processor to the rest of the components, system buses, which are closest to the processor, local buses, peripheral buses, like a peripheral bus may be the USB, Universal Serial Bus. It's a very narrow highway actually, with only two lanes, one for transmission, the other one for reception, but it's still called a bus. And then when we are talking about industrial equipment, you may have all kinds of such communication systems. There are hundreds of them. Just to give you a couple of few examples, Profibus is actually a German standard, mainly used by Siemens, but also by a lot of other manufacturers to allow sensors and actuators to communicate. Then you may talk about Modbus, which was used first time by Modicon and later used by a lot of other PLC manufacturers, including Schneider. Then let's say CAN bus. The CAN bus has nothing to do with Canada because the three letters CAN, they stand for Controller Area Network. So it's another system used a lot in automotive industry, for instance. And then if I want to take another one, is the tool bus used by Omron PLC components to communicate and so on. So there are tons and tons of such buses, again, binary unit system. These are all highways. But if I refer to industrial equipment and the most classical forms of buses, they are absolutely similar in a way to the postal system. You have what we call data or data bus, and this is equivalent in the postal system to the parcels, the packages, the envelopes we receive, okay? And these are the most important for us. So by the way, that's something similar in computers, because if you talk about Windows 3264 or applications 3264, the numbers 3264, they refer to what? To the number of input-output lanes on the highway to communicate. So newer processors, they have 64 such lanes on a highway. Is a very wide one, okay? And this is again was the first kind of bus, data or data. The second one is the address bus, because the postal system, in order to deliver these packages, this parcel to you, they have to know the address in order to come. And the third one is the control bus, which is absolutely equivalent in the postal system, actually not in the postal system, in our transportation system, if you want, to the traffic control. So in order for all these to work fine, you need somebody or something to control the traffic. And all these three buses, they have to be synchronized in order to work together. So I couldn't find a very nice example of a synchronized picture in our real world, but I found a very interesting thing about what happens if these three are not synchronized. Just watch.
Vino pe partea asta.
Imediat.
Pe asta că am găsit autostrada. Uite autostrada pe ecran. Am făcut o filmare de acolo încoace.
Ah, Doamne, ce e aici?
Da, uite-te până unde se duce, până încolo, le-am filmat eu.
Incredibil.
Dacă te duci până în capătul ăla. Ai filmat autostrada? Asta e vista mea.
Es que viene, si vas por ahí, pasan por acá.
Look over those ants. That's just unbelievable. What? I see the ants. Do you see the ants? They're carrying like little pieces of planes.
They keep marching, marching, marching. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 2, 5, 6, 2, 8.
Okay, right.
I start to feel itchy.
I'm doing something. They're doing some on the
Alright, let's go.
I don't want to give this one.
What you've seen before is not a picture of what comes out of your computers, okay? Thank you very much for watching. I'm very grateful to you for that. See you next time for more. Bye-bye.